Good evening, good people, and welcome to Semifinals, Game 1. This is an exciting time, I think. This is Saracen. I am joined in the booth by Not Young Me. How you doing, man?
Hey man, good evening. I am excited for this semifinal matchup here. This is it's going to be rough on the racers, but it's going to be a lot of fun to watch.
Rough is right. Oh, baby. So, let's talk a little bit about the flag set. I have my notes from when I posted a seed of this last week, and let me tell you, this is an exciting time. We have no overworld with floor and town shuffle, which is craziness. There's going to be a bunch of extra stairs everywhere. They're going to go all over the place. It's not going to make any sense, and we're going to be trying to keep ourselves straight on all of this, but it's going to be very hard. We only need 3 orbs to enter the Temple of Fiends Revisited. We will find out which ones they are as soon as we can talk to the Black Orb. And I believe that the Temple of Fiends is one of the few locked locations. There's only like 3 that stay where they're supposed to. We have 2 forced nuns with 5 characters gated by NPCs. We start at level 10 and nuns gain XP. We have mixed spell books, which is a real treat. The spell books will have the white and black magic mixed together. The permissions per slot are going to stay the same, though. 10 dud locations, randomized treasures with high wealth, so you could see multiple Masas. You could see, 7 ribbons. We have no spike tiles. We have 0.3 times dungeon encounter rate. We have half the script and status attack count with no stun touch. Every slot of gear starts filled in the inventory, so if you want to pick things up, you have to throw some stuff away. It is all random common starting equipment, and save on game over. In terms of the good things, we do have Thief Lockpicking at 18, and we have the Black Belt Master MDef swap, which Black Belt is kind of a liability in this flag set with no spike tiles. Now, downside is Red Mage has a max MP of 4. So, shrug and Tri-State Horizontal Dungeon Flip, because why not?
So besides all that, this is pretty easy.
Yeah, Shimbabi, yeah, sorry, it is +3, +4 on the Black Belt Master. If I misspoke, I'm sorry, but I think the Black Belt in this flag set is still a liability just because it's so hard to get encounters. Every time I've run one of these, I've ended in the low 20s. So,
well, I think that so I'm surprised that we're not seeing the white mage here. With exit to get back there. The red mage, you can certainly understand it, but that malice here is really going to hurt on your medical power or your magic power. But I think if I'm looking at this, I think I'm going ADR's route here. I kind of like the black belt to run with that, but you can certainly understand why people are taking Thief for that running ability. But you're going to see, I think you need a sweeper really early on. So if there's nothing at level 1, I think you're going to see a lot of resets out and to grab a white mage, especially if that fade or something Harm 4 is locked.
Yeah, just for quick reference on the bonuses and malices. So there's 1 bonus, 1 malice, and a starting key item. So the fighter had plus TNT and legendary swords right off the bat, but Black Mage HP growth, pretty gross. The Thief starts with the Mark of Lucan and a plus 50% XP bonus, but minus 5 luck. That is a fantastic starting kit. The Mark acting as the canoe in Nova World. Our Black Belt starts with the tail and plus 5,000 gold, but minus 1 MDef per level. The Red Mage plus Chime, plus 20 MDef, no Moss Mutant. The White Mage plus Crown and Wood Adept, so you get the extra of 8 if you get the entire set on, but no bracelets. And the Black Mage starts with the Cube and Fast, but has minus 15 HP. So Black Mage looking really good here. The Thief is looking really good. The White Mage is acceptable. It has the Crown as its key item, which is kind of whatever, but we're off.
We're off. Yeah, I mean, without the bracelet for the white mage, it's not too bad, especially with the evade there. And we see no real sweepers. We are going to see a reset out of LFB, who looks like he's probably going to take a white mage.
I like it. I saw a starting item katana on Chanigan's side, which that's great money, and I think we might see more of those swaps. Maybe.
Yep. And looks like Chanigan using the hint giver here in the town. And I believe that was the chime. I'm sorry, the rod. I couldn't see where it was located. Going a little too fast.
It's always tricky.
Yeah.
Pro rings for sale for very cheap. Rod in Marsh, according to Shimbabi. So that's fantastic.
Thank you, Shimbabi.
So Classic Gamer Fizzle taking the White Mage willingly. That is very strange, except for the fact that it was the only sweeper available. It had Fade, and there was trash level 1 Black Magic. So I understand. I agree. Starting at level 10 is like the one benefit here, though, because you're going to actually have the resources. Oh, Garland has poison, and Chanigan
looks like we're doing the swap.
Remember.
And we're doing the swap on Chanigan's side as well. We'll see how many other racers follow suit here. We've got 2 of 4. So while we're going... Oh, go ahead. Sorry, sir.
Save on Game Over is on, and I think Chanigan forgot about that.
Run one practice seed, didn't know that it was on until about 40 minutes into it. I forgot to check that. Definitely one of those things you're going to want to remember here.
Yeah.
So while we're getting set up here, Chanigan is representing the team Temple of Fiends Revisited, who ended up in first place overall throughout the first stage of this through weeks 1 through 4. LFB's part of the Trash Island Fire Department. ADR is in the FFR Rando team. And Prophet Retro is representing from Alternate Time Loop.
So we're getting some checks on our chests here and moving right along. We'll get this all figured out. Though it is funny to see folks try to figure out where it's flipped and where it's not. The way to check that in the Temple of Fiends specifically is to look at the little snake statues inside Garland's room. Oh, we get a sigil out of the top left of the Temple of Fiends. That is our equivalent of the airship in this flag set. So that is huge.
So although we're not going to be able to fly around, it's going to grant us access to an additional location.
Even like right off the bat, because there is a sigil location default. I have to say default because it could have moved. But by default, there is a sigil location in Canaria Castle. Chanigan finding the Ordeals entrance, which has 4 stairs in it. One of them, I think, forced to be Ordeals? Yes. All right. But yeah, each corner has a staircase in the Ordeals main floor. So that's pretty big.
I don't know about you when you run this, but I think the strategy is you got to commit to a line. You got to remember your splits, where you need to go back to. But the most important thing is kind of remembering, what you've done, what you haven't done. And it's really hard to track that if there's no overworld and it's just layers and layers deep. That's the hardest part about this flag set.
I agree. All right, so we saw a lit staff, which is pretty awkward. ADR finding the Elfin Castle, which has a mark block, which is that elf. He won't let you through that stairwell unless you have the mark. Top left leading to Bottom of Dwarves, which has a stair available. The TNT turn-in will open up the north side. Chanigan finding the Womp Womp of one of our 10 dud locations in Ordeals. And off
kills.
Invis 2-stick out of Matoya on ADR's side.
We do see an X-Cal and fire 2 staff. It's nothing to sneeze about.
Fire 2-stick is very good. Shibabi calling out both ordeals locations in the Marsh split. That's amazing. Oh, we have a Masa coming out of one of the dragons areas. A dragon area that normally doesn't have a chest, but in this particular mode does. And that's linked to Matoya. So that's huge.
And looks like pro rings for sale.
Chanigan has found the mark, which is kind of a womp because Brought the Thief already had the mark. And a Harm 3 hat. ADR has found the fabulous Onrak, which, you know, fabulous is a word for it.
And Prophet Retro bouncing off the wall. We've all been there. Thinking that there's a normal exit there. It's not. We're completely contained.
Hold up, did I just see that both of the bottom right exits from Sarda go back to the Temple of Fiends? That's phenomenal.
Looked like it. Yeah.
So, a little bit more linear than we expected. There is a set of stairs inside the pottery room at Sarda. So, we'll see if any runners remember or forget that. There is a ribbon on Fizzle's side, which is also an excellent find.
Rightfully dropping to pick that up.
And here's our desert vendor hiding with some dragons. That's pretty cool. Okay, a pottery room went to elf locked after a short water floor. Okay, that's pretty nice. We have a Bloody on Fizzle's side, which I have feelings about, but we have a Fire 2-stick, which does a lot of damage, and we also have Fade because of that white mage.
ADR, it looks confused here. Unless it's just a lag.
Well, there's a bit of lag for sure.
I think he's on, there's some type of turbo mode that he put on.
Whoops.
Soft Gnome is saying push B select ADR. Well, at this pace, he's going to finish before all of the racers.
If he can find entrances.
at triple the speed here, he'll get it figured out.
Pickles and Beer in chat apparently... he's claiming fingers. I was guessing cat or small child, but yeah.
LFB. So Janik and LFB pretty much on the same routing here. Maybe that was dragon armor.
Cure 2 Gauntlet is the unsung hero, by the way.
Yeah, and a Quad X sword from Lord Fizzlebeef.
Ooh, that armory paying out.
Yeah.
Also worth noting, the XP chests in here are valuable because of the low encounter rate. We saw 2,500 experience between two chests, which is real nice.
Yeah, that's great. And Chanigan getting a Quad XX. So both of our characters here are going to have access to Quad X. So if we find a decent tile or decent encounter, we can take that.
Well, no tiles, so that...
no tiles, yeah, just a decent encounter.
But I love Quad Axe.
Oh, yeah.
It's the best.
What's the setting where it's pretty much unlimited? That's what I want to race in something like that.
Yeah, alright, so the Sage at Crescent has given us the Adamant. We also see, is that a black belt? 2 spots up in the circle. So there is one of our NPC gated characters that we can pick up. Prophet of Retro, I think, just taking notes, making sure to keep up on where these things go. Because it's scary in here. Ribbon.
Another ribbon.
So yeah, we're up to 2 ribbons. That's great. This is the best news that Fizzle has so far. Pickle's ADR, I think, restarted his emulator because of the accidental turbo mode.
He can come back from it. I got faith in him.
Do we have believers in chat?
Yes.
All right, so one of the interesting things to keep in mind with Marsh, where we see Chanigan
Tempered.
and Fizzle. Oh, Temper Bonk.
Temper Gauntlet.
That's good stuff. We do have 2 stairs in here because everything seems to have 2 stairs in Newer World, and it's wonderful.
And this is probably in the notes.
Additional quad axe. Excellent. I love it.
Saracen, did we peek at the 3 orbs that are required? I'm sure it's in the notes here.
Not air.
Not air. Okay. And we see life 2.
We see Lord Fizzlebeef hanging out in the and Chanigan heading into our Lefane Superstore to stock up on all the magic. Exit is a fantastic spell in No Overworld because it will bring you back to Canaria, which means you are at a known location. And I love it. It's great. So Fizzle going to take this opportunity to find out that, oh god, Black Magic's terrible. Level 3 had Temper and Invis 2, but, like, yeah. Oh, there's Cure 4. It's 6th level slot 4. So...
And with a long Topher, we're definitely going to want that.
Mm-hmm.
But luckily, we do have access. I mean, I think Heal 3 was level 1.
Yeah, Heal 3 and Fade were both level 1 white, which is great.
Yep.
Okay, we have
Yeah,
buffed Astos doing buffed Astos things to Prophet of Retro. If you haven't experienced buff Astos before, oh, that's an experience. So buffed Astos gets a locked script and spell selection and skill selection and gets roughly 1 million hit points, you know, give or take several 100,000. But the thing with buffed Astos is he also gets enormous evasion, so he's just practically impossible to kill without, you know, slamming fades left and right. Prophet of Retro has found Kraken and got himself cracked in the head. Tried to Invis 2 up. It's good strategy. Just,
yeah. I mean, with save on death, you might as well take a stab at it.
Yeah, I agree. You know, you give it a shot to find out what you can, and when you find out that you have to wait until you have some more meat in front of you, then yeah, you can come back later.
And Lord Fizz will be getting the mark out of a key-locked location. I believe this is...
It's the Elf Castle, but because he has a thief, he started with the mark.
We have experience. Well, I guess you're already getting it, right? So can't get it twice.
Yep.
Some great early experience on Chanigan's side, taking those iron goals.
Was it iron goals or rock goals?
I thought it was iron goals, but it might have been rock. I mean, we are stacked on items so far. We've got Temper, Quad X, we've got Nuke for the White Mage. I mean, we're looking good in this.
Yeah, I like where things are headed generally. There's another Masa. We have found a second Masa.
I mean, everyone gets a Masa. I love this.
Randomized treasure is an excellent flag. Ooh, mermaids. There's another quad axe.
Okay, this is just getting ridiculous.
Alright, Prophet of Retro has found Bahamut.
And I believe, was it the black belt that could start with that?
Yes, the black belt. Black belt starts with the tail, and we got a hint about where the tail was, and I forgot where that was listed. Okay, Prophet of Retro headed back over to Astos using the Fire Stick and some Fade action here, but that's a stop that just landed against both, so we'll see. Oh, both are cured. That's good news. They had resisted the Toxic on round 1. Getting some damage out. There's a rub against the Thief that fails, so that's also good news. Fade low roll. There's
and
Brad.
Channigan getting the Slab and Oxyel from the King and Sarah.
There was a Stone Poison, and that is the end of that fight for Prophet of Retro.
And we had a good run.
Okay, Channigan turning in the TNT, getting access to Dwarves North and the stairs out there. Shum, I'm sure we have, but the trick of it all is, well, it's very easy to forget all these things. We have a slab translation, and it looks like a black mage. Excellent.
Oh, we take that.
We take it whether or not we actually get spells on it.
And Chime and Ice Cave from the Hint Giver.
Okay. Alright, Fizzle back to Sky 3. And there's mermaids, and we're exiting. Prophet of Retro has 2 thieves now, which was taken from most likely the sages, which is great. We needed that second thief, for real. We've got a lot of things that really require us to just have bodies. So yeah. There's an orb light for the water orb, which I love when this happens on Nova World Entrance Shuffle.
Where you come from behind it and actually can light it?
Yep, and the only orb that does not have that possibility is the air orb. So theoretically, there is a world in which we don't actually have to kill a single fiend to access the Temple of Fiends Revisited. It is not likely. It is very much not likely.
But you're saying there's a chance.
I sure am.
I believe we found an Invis 2, looks like an Invis 2 staff out of Matoya's Cave. It's going to be very helpful.
We are seeing that Invis 2 staff being put to use by Prophet of Retro, who is invised up against this Kraken. I will also say about this flag set that these enemies, I think they have some hit points. Yeah, the boss scaling in this flag set is 150 to 250 for the hit points. So you're going to be spending a lot of fades on that.
Looks like, unfortunately, poison did too much against the invis, or the invis didn't do much against the poison. Took most of his characters out here. But I like this. We'll just firecrack him to death until that happens.
Yeah. Now, DM Stewart, yes, this is floor and entrance shuffle with towns. I mean, you have to basically have towns with no overworld, but all the stuff. This is just a little bit gross. Okay, reorienting. I saw Chanigan picked up a 4th party member. It has Black Mage, White Mage, and 2 Thieves, which I think is actually a viable endgame party.
Absolutely. And that Black Mage just picked up Cure 4.
Heck yeah. Fizzle doing the hairpin of shame up there, getting the quad axe out of it. Now, the question that I have is, have any of our runners here taken the north staircase in the armory floor? If so, I haven't seen it. Because yeah, there's one on the top left. It's accessible from the same area as the good hairpins. Okay. Volcano Armory floor has a stair on the northwest side, and Shimbabi saying yes, we have seen it. Okay, tiny water, then marsh left, locked on split. Okay. Chanigan lighting the water orb and promptly getting out. I understand entirely, sir.
And Lord Fizzle be finding the herb.
That could be useful, or it could not be. We'll see.
It's probably 1,500 gold, but we still have it.
So, the funny thing about the free orb situation, like I said, it is technically possible, until we find out that it's not, that you can do all of the orbs and get into the Temple of Fiends without actually killing any of the Fiend ones. However, there's 2 other staircases on the Kraken floor. There's one on the Carry floor, there's one on the Lich floor, and we don't have to light the air orb tonight. But there's only one staircase on the Bridge of Destiny. It ends in a chest instead. So that's, you know, that's where those possibilities come in, where you can come in on the backside, because there's always a teleporter. In standard Nova World, it goes to one of the cardio locations for each of those. However, entrance and floor shuffle does things. So yeah, we'll see what's possible, but I think most logic is going to require us to kill the Fiends so that we have access around places.
More than likely. And then we did see that herb turn into the crown, but again, still could not be needed there. And Chanigan, I don't know if Chanigan has the tail. No, we did see him pick that up.
Chanigan probably very excited to promote here too.
Did we see him? I thought we did.
I don't know. That's a harm 3 hammer, which not super great because we already have a harm 3 hat for the white mage, but it's something. No tail currently on Chanigan's side, so that's a shame.
Oh, we know where it is.
Yes.
ADR picking up a quad axe as well.
And Northwest Armory apparently containing the tails, so that's good information.
So what was the glitch that ADR had that caused him to reset out of there?
I think that was an emulator setting, and he just couldn't figure out how to disable it. It looked like some sort of turbo mode. So I think that ADR closed the emulator entirely and reopened it. Yeah, also having a baby who grabs at your controller sometimes.
That'll happen.
Yep.
See Marsh split here on Chanigan's side.
Fizzle appears to have taken down the terror that is Astos and then left behind the extra character, which there's no real advantage to that unless you're concerned about... Well, I mean, the Red Mage is not the greatest because of the MP concern, if you will. But, yeah.
Yeah, it's an extra body. I mean, I'd certainly pick that up.
Yeah, and as I recall, I'm double checking. Yes, nuns gain XP, so like,
Right.
you really want to have that additional body because you're just leaving experience out there in the ether otherwise. These are looking like some very well-equipped characters on Fizzle's side.
Yeah, 2 pro rings. Oh, I'm sorry, 2 ribbons, pro ring. You know, if we pick up a... We have a fighter? No, I haven't seen a fighter yet. Yeah, if we pick up a fighter, we're going to be looking good.
You know, I don't even really have much concern about the fighter as far as this goes, because with the Black Mage HP scaling malice, that's what we call in the business very bad. The fighter gets most of his HP off of strong HP growth, and having the Black Mage scaling instead is trash.
Would that start at that current level, though? I guess, yeah, you're probably right. If you start at 20, he's going to have 200 HP.
Roughly, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, we've got enough Viz-Sticks.
Yeah. The Puna the Bear pointing out, you know, extra bodies, extra menuing, and I agree with that generally. However, the other thing is just having the HP to sit in front of a boss and invis is really helpful. All right, there's Fizzle getting the water orb. ADR picking up the adamant and getting out, leaving behind the thief.
I wonder, did he not see him, or did he just mean to leave him behind?
Little from column A, little from column B.
Yeah, I'm thinking. Yeah, first time I ran this, I definitely didn't realize that they were just floating around there.
Yeah, the one in the Circle of Sages.
Good.
The one in the Circle of Sages is notoriously difficult to see. That looks like a black belt chilling right there. Yep. That looks like a hooray, which
I think that was a hooray.
That
I had my hand.
The merciful release of death has not occurred. It's very much a shame.
And Prophet Retro picking up his mark.
Again, the mark not super important because of
because we have the thief, right?
The only person who's really concerned about getting that is going to be ADR.
ADR, right?
And with the starting items from your characters, those only apply to the characters you start the game with. because it places the item in your inventory at the time that the game starts. If you're picking up the character midway through, you're not getting that free item.
More you know. Rack strats.
I love Brack strats.
I love this.
Go White Mage, go.
We're seeing some considerable damage here between the Masa and Katana. And there we go. Broken into pieces, second attempt.
That is the first person to break the Kraken, get through there, and be able to walk to the other two staircases here. Huge. As always, the trippiness that is the horizontally flipped Kraken floor. Chanigan going with more conventional damage strats here. We're seeing tempers and nukes, which that's all well and good right up until Kraken hits your White Mage and you no longer can nuke. All right, that's a waterfall. Waterfall also has two staircases in it. Dragon armor, we don't really care about. There's a temper bonk. Okay, that's what we really came here for, is the extra temper bonk.
And as you said, that Chanigan literally just got back road there on the White Mage. So I think that was the commentator curse.
You know, these things happen. If I was Chanigan, I would just walk and keep going, but I don't know if Chanigan recognizes that save on game over is on. Wow, these two stairs are right next to each other. Brilliant. Okay, so we are, this is Earth down one, you know, that middle floor, horizontally flipped, so it's gross, to Mirage 1, which is a floor we should check. Gershart Big Eye, we're going to take that.
Oh, absolutely. Ton of experience here. And as Lord Fizzlebeef is checking that floor, Proper Retro's making his way through ordeals.
ADR having a moment on the stairs, whether that's committing some notes or dealing with a very young child, we don't know. I will say one thing about this flag set that sort of surprises me is we don't have shelters turned into ethers because you can't use tents. And so, not so great. Macrophages, Jair is not, Jair, I never know how to pronounce his name. He is not in this particular tournament, did not sign up, which is fine. You know, this is the Fall League, which is one of our bigger community events. All right, Buddha the Bear asking for the TLDR of the flag set. So, go back to my handy-dandy notes on this. This is a no overworld with floor and town shuffle. There are 3 specific orbs required to enter the Temple of Fiends Revisited. We talked to the Black Orb and found out that it is everything but the Air Orb. We have Tri-State Horizontal Dungeon Flip, which we found out is on. We start with 2 nuns. 5 characters are gated by NPCs. Nuns gain XP. The spell books are mixed, so white mages get some black magic spells, black mages get white magic spells. It turns out the white mages are absolutely loaded. There are 10 dud locations. There are no spike tiles. There's a very low encounter rate. There's half the status and attack and script count with no stun touch. Randomized treasures with high wealth, which means we could get like multiple Masas, as we have seen. We can get a ton of ribbons. Save on game over, and pain. Very much pain. Okay.
That's a great overview. And then while you're saying that, Lord Fizzleby finding the chime in ice.
Chime is nice. That will open up Gaia because there's a robot blocking your way from Gaia to Mirage in the standard no overworld setup. So you talk to that robot when you have the chime, and he's like, "Oh, you've got the chime. I'm going to get out the way." So you'll have access to the pass through there. All right, Chanigan doing the very important magic shopping at Elfland since he's here.
Stairs right next to each other, hilarious. Right, I think he picked up the Black Mage right after he went to the Lefane Superstore, so probably grabbing a few items there.
Yeah, the adjacent stairs in that waterfall is just amazing. Okay, we have Sea Hall. Fabulous location there.
ADR about to get the good news on a ribbon here.
I like trading the adamant for a ruby so that we can feed the Titan. That's, you know,
that's a
feeling
exchange.
right there.
Yeah. Yeah, Jesus is probably pointing out Temper, Invis 2, Ruse, Life, all at level 3 black. That is nuts. We're loaded on magic here at very early levels.
Prophet of Retro picking up Exit on the White Mage, and that is, again, so good in this flag.
Feels good. Yeah.
Wow, ADR getting the business from those Cerebus.
All right, I looked away. Did he actually go in and check those chests?
He did not.
Okay.
He checked the north staircase and found the Volcano Armory floor, which is good, but, you know, not the greatest.
Great.
Checking those 10 chests in greater than less than would be very nice.
Yeah, but I get it. Part of this is you got to just explore as much as you can here, figure it out. You can see maybe you run into a town, you can quick save and then go back. So he's more doing the exploration.
Yep. Fizzle finding additional ribbons. There are 2 ribbons in that room in Volcano. Wow.
So I think we have a 4. I think he's officially ribboned out.
Yep. DM Stewart asking if the ice loop is still all together. Yes, the ice loop is still together from the drop-down floor. There is an extra connector in there to go back to the top of it, so you're not, like, directionally locked out, because that could create a soft lock situation if you didn't have that. Also, Ordeals is still connected to each other. This looks like a rod lock floor for Fizzle, which he has the rods, so, you know, let's go. Skipping the terrible chest that we know is Earth TFC. Finding it. Oh, no, going back for it. Getting lost on the way there, because it's even worse when it's horizontally flipped.
And I love that he's more excited about finding that 1800 of experience versus the Excal box. So I think that's just hilarious.
Yeah, well, you know, that's sort of the thing here. Yes, that was the bad party room that you looked in, Fizzle. There's an oob. Thank you, oob, for your service. Pickles and Beer, I think you probably saw it when Luffy and I did the feedback week initial run, but horizontally and vertically flipped, that floor is a nightmare. All right, we found the floor on the way to mermaids on Fizzle's side. We're not super excited about that, but here we are. Prophet of Retro finding Bahamut, and has the tail will promote. Did you see that amazing turn order on Fizzle's side?
Oh yeah,
The,
I was just
the Quanex went off after the sword swing? What is this?
couldn't have happened to a nicer guy, you know. If it was us racing, right, it'd been the opposite. And Chanigan getting his good news on 2 ribbons up here for him.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, please.
Oh, so much.
What floor are you talking about? He absolutely hates this floor.
I think it was the Rodlock floor.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's the worst. Prophet taking on Astos, who's certainly buffed. You know that.
Yep. This Astos is truly the worst because of the buffed Astos flag. And Shumbabi, yes, I can hear Chanigan's laugh on that too. That Fizzle finding a Cardia floor and also then remembering, probably, I hope, that when you find Bahamut and Bahamut's Horde is on, as it is tonight, you've already got all those chests. So we're out of here. Walking it back. Oh boy. This is a lot of walking it back.
Yeah, finding the temper. Goes back for it. I think that's a smart move. Making up some good time. You know, he's at 1 orb like the rest of the racers, despite the early troubles, technical difficulties, but he's certainly doing his best to get back in it.
Yeah, now, I think the important thing to note here is that that orb was certainly free. Getting past the orb because we were coming at it from behind, that's a whole other story, because there's a Kraken in the way of that one.
I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt. I'm trying to build an ADR up. I'm sending positive vibes over to him. Good feeling to have it. It's a good feeling to have it lit, regardless if you have to get past it or not. Which he does.
ADR finding the key, which is good news. Also, you know, it's the Fane Superstore, so that's good. The long walk for Fizzle continues. And wow, that ice loop. Oh, that's horrible. So, yeah, I'm finally now catching up to what Shum said just a little bit ago about a hilarious ice double loop. Yeah, that's one of the most brilliant things I've seen from Entrance and Floor in Overworld of all time. So, yeah, it's a thing that exists. Okay, Fizzle has located Elf Town again.
Just going back to stock up on houses.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, so the one thing that I'm not immediately certain on is, have we seen the key-locked entrance in Canaria Castle? Because I know that a lot of people now have the key, but that entrance is not necessarily top of mind. Oh, it goes to Titan. We have the ruby. Okay. There's just so much to pay attention to with this. Between 4 runners and this absolutely chaotic flag set, it's nasty.
You're doing great, though. Keep it up.
Oh, as Prophet of Retro is literally in Titan right now. Okay. There we go.
Find Gaia. And the loot for sale.
Ooh. That's honestly huge.
Yeah, you're gonna want that.
So there's 3 total staircases in Gaia. One up by the fairy fountain that is blocked by the robot. If you have the chime, you can get through there. There's one on the bottom right. Normally it goes to a Cardia location, but who knows where it goes today? Because I didn't see where we came in. And then there's the center one, which is sort of the default. This is how you get to Gaia. Yeah, it's... Whew. There's so much. All right. That Vorpal in Titans is potentially game-changing as well. The Masa is a very good weapon. We all love ourselves a Masa. However, the Vorpal is also a very valuable weapon.
What did it roll? I missed it.
The Vorpal was +3, so very good.
And Chanigan getting the good news on the loot there.
So
all right.
just a little snapshot from our tracker chat in the broadcast notes. What was from Astos then? 88 gold. Lol, okay. Buffed Astos giving you 88 gold as a reward. Just wow. Oh, it's a cube lock, and Chanigan does not have a cube marked on the tracker, so... Oh, well, we're good. It's Lich.
Yep. Lord Fizzlebeef did pick up that Black Mage, instantly got Warp on him. Feeling good. And now that that Black Mage is just scooting along.
Black Mage might be giving cube. That might be... I didn't think he got the items when you grabbed characters via recruitment. I thought that you only got them on the initial. Alright, Lich Floor leading to Sky 2. Spider Floor, Asterisk Floor, whatever you want to call it.
Like Sky Floor. Listen, you just said it so convincingly. I just believed you about not being able to get it right away, so...
I was convinced. Jeez. Did you know that I am, on occasion, quite wrong?
I mean, that's what everyone else in the community said about you, but I didn't no, I'm joking. And Shibabi says, yes, and you also lose them when you replace.
Also
but I guess if you're already through, it doesn't matter. Right? If you've already checked it? Right, so...
Kinda. Chanigan finding the carry floor and headed the wrong way on the carry floor. Always check your stairs.
Alright, what's the tell there?
The tell is 2 spaces is the side with carry, 1 space is the side to garbage rooms. So you're looking on the left-right. If it's 2 spaces to the right, you head to the right to get to carry.
Good to know. Lord Fizzlebeef gonna check the hint giver here. Talon Castle.
Lord Fizzlebeef gonna get stuck behind the linebacker. Yeah. You know, that's super great. All right, Chanigan is in go mode, has all the orbs required to move in. Let's go.
We're going for it. We have a long Topher, if I remember correctly.
That sounds right.
We'll see you in a sec.
Sure do. Okay, so that's right about at the 50-minute mark even. That's pretty quick.
That's
Now,
stupid, dude.
The great thing here is just that the Topher in this flag set is just weird, right? And one thing that I'm not 100% sure on is if there's some sort of impact from the half scripts flag that's turned on in regards to the Fiend refights. I haven't paid attention enough to know. However, my experience in these is that sometimes you just get absolutely horrid Tophers, like worse than normal, because the flag set doesn't give you very much experience. And sometimes you just get face roll easy lol. Oh, hey, there's our bottle. The question from Soft Numb, it was in Marshlock.
And speaking of horrible, Lich opening with nuke and stop.
That's an experience. Now, there's life on our ninjas.
Yes.
You know, it's the best news. All right, we're back and we're going for more. Speed bump Agama is giving us an extra level on 2 of our characters. Very nice.
Take it.
ADR on the Lich floor. Very nice.
And bottle turning into crystal. I don't know if we'd seen that yet.
We had, and I don't know who saw it. Prophet of Retro finding Provoca, which we know is not super required, but the good news here is we have Life 2 available. Which, yeah, that's pretty nice.
Yeah, so Life 2 on the red and white, and then we'll have Life on the ninja. So pretty much you just need one character to survive here in your golden.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Chanigan working his way through Carry 2 right now. Has worked his way through Carry 2 right now.
Yeah, good use there. Not to use the fades. Opted for the Harm 3 helmet. Makes sense. I think he's saving the fades that level 1 for the heal 3 strats.
Yeah, heal 3 is very valuable here.
Yeah.
What are we doing on this Kraken? We're tempering, we're in Biz 2 sticking, which is also very nice. It's so nice to have. Kraken hits 2 times for 195. Nuke out of the White Mage for 106, near minimum roll. We've got some tempers, we've got more nuke. We've got a Cure 2 gauntlet going out, which also good. Unfortunately, our tempered ninja has just been smashed in the face.
And we'll go to our backup here.
Yep, it's okay. We have a lot of ribbons for the Fire 3. The nuke goes out from the White Mage for 128. These are some horrible rolled nukes, but we have another Invis 2 stick out of the Black Mage. Tempering the remaining. I think when this fight is over, there's going to be a moment where Channing is like, maybe I need to jiggle either the armor or the stick off of the Black Mage, because the Black Mage is currently holding both of the Invis 2 items.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's a good play.
So often I'm calling out 3 hits, 522. That's some good damage. Lit 2 comes out, does Lit 2 things.
Yeah, free turn there.
As free as they get. Harm 3 hat goes out for 98. Quad X sword takes out the Kraken 2. All right.
Yeah, Chanigan saw the 680 hit and was like, it's got to be close. I'll take a gamble.
Does not menu the Invis 2 stick off of the Black Mage before going into Tia. So that's hashtag concern. And there goes the Black Mage.
Yeah, that's why. That's why you do that. Okay. Now we're hoping to see that Lit 2 come out again.
We see more tempers. We see a fade coming out of the White Mage, and we see a punch out of Tia. So that was 2 punches, I think. Harm 3 coming out for White Wizard. Some swings. 1 hit, 140.
140.
Ooh.
Pretty evasive here.
Swing and a miss from Tia, which is also good news. ADR finding the volcano and carry floor, and therefore will be more than happy to be in go mode. Minus loot. Seen some zap strats, which is a dangerous game. Harm 3 comes out for minimal damage. We see 2 hits for 336 it looked like, and we're doing some healing potion strats. Swing 125, Harm 3 hat, tickle, down goes White Wizard, swang 553, down goes Tia 2. We do have the life to get back up on our feet.
Smart there to preserve the life on the thief. Get your White Mage up. Have the White Mage use the Light 2 with a plenty of casts.
And we are on to Chaos. And I still haven't seen... Oh, we're moving the Cure 2. And the Invis 2 stick. All right.
Hey, listen.
We've moved it in time. All right, we're getting tempers onto Ninja 2, which I believe is the one that has the Vorpal. Invis 2 shirt. Wait, was that just an Invis shirt?
Yeah, so it was an Invis,
okay.
right? So, but now we have 2 sacks of Invis at least en route.
That's a nuke. Only the Black Wizard dies. Okay. We're still on our feet. We've got a lot of tempers poured into Ninja 2.
Yeah, probably have a Hail 3 strat coming here. Yep.
Yeah, absolutely. 4 hits, 440. Not bad, but, you know, we've got a long way to go. These are high HP bosses. Down goes White Wizard. That's a real problem. We're going to drink strats, folks. So this Chaos has 3,000 to 5,000 hit points. Concern.
I just saw Prophet Retro throw out an Exfer on Lich. I don't know if it landed, but...
Because what you really need to do to Lich is X for Brack. You know, just assert dominance.
I love this. 641. We're getting there.
Getting there. The heal strats continue. The beatings will continue from the second slot until this Chaos goes away. And it goes away.
GG to Chanigan.
Official time for Chanigan in first place. 59 minutes and 7 seconds.
Wow.
Hot diggity.
I feel sub-hour on this flag set is just ridiculous.
Sorta. And I heard a da-ding in our fabulous broadcast booth here. That is Chanigan. GG.
Hello, thank you.
GG, Chanigan. Well ran.
Yeah, thanks. Practice really paid off. I was very prepared for this.
How many practice seeds did you do?
3.
Yeah, one of them was the Duckling Weekly. Which,
Yep.
Yeah.
Technically 4, but I never finished the 4th one. But,
That's okay.
Yeah. Man, missing that Ruby pretty early. Yeah, that didn't pay off. Oh, I was mad that I forgot Canaria Locked, which just had everything. Wait, was it Canaria Locked, which had Herb, which gave me Ruby? Was it something like that? I don't even remember.
I thought it was Adamant turned into Ruby.
Oh yeah, Adamant. I had Adamant for forever, and I'm like, I'll go back to there once I'm back in Canaria Castle, and once I found the that dead end after Rod, TFC, all that nasty chain, I'm like, yeah, I need to turn in those 2 items, the slab and the adamant.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, the call out from Shum. Carrie led to Tia if you went to the stairs after. We are seeing Prophet of Retro in go mode and entering the Temple of Fiends Revisited at 101.20-ish. ADR short just a loot. That loot, looking at our tracker notes, that is the Gaia vendor item, which Gaia is a location that exists.
Yep, that was deep.
Yeah.
I'm looking at my tracker, just trying to find Gaia. Okay, yeah, it was right after. It wasn't deep. It was just right after Ruby.
Oh, okay. Yep, that makes sense.
Yeah, then Sharknado, Ice Floor 2, some Volcano, then Q-Block, then Lich, and a bunch of things, then Carry.
And again, what do you use to keep notes on this flag set? Do you have just a pen and paper, or is that a tool that you have?
It's a since I'm with Shumbavi, a lot of players know he loves some to make some boards. So we made a board. Well, he made a board with locations, and I just drag and drop them.
Is that the math teacher board that he's so proud of?
Yep. It's a really good. No, I said after you created.
So I have an important question because it came up. So you're on the Agama floor and you head to that 5 chest room with the 2 ribbons.
Mm-hmm.
Were you laughing as hard as your teammates thought you were?
Oh, what's funny is that during the last Duckling, was it Duckling Weekly, where there were 2 chests back to back that had ribbons? I think that was the Duckling Weekly or Under the Sea we'd done, and Jesus, that was so funny.
I'm gonna be honest, I vetted that weekly like a week prior to posting it, so I don't remember. On the flip side, there's a new Duckling Weekly up for the relay flags with a special victory condition. So, check that out. It's a good time.
I'm gonna check it out. So Chanigan, when you first started off, obviously Black Magic spells was pretty bad, and you saw a fade for the White Mage. I know eventually you took a White Mage, but it looked like you were trying to persevere without it at the start. What was your thought process there?
That was just preference. I prefer running with Red Mages with these flags than with the White Mage because they're locked to White Magic only. And turns out White Magic was so loaded, it's insane.
Yeah.
Just had everything. Only missing Cure 4, which was level 6, I think, Black Magic. And Temper, right, which was level 3. So no, after that wipe at Garland, I'm like, yeah, nope, I'm taking this after seeing what Poison, I think,
Poison and Trance.
and
right.
Trance, I'm like, I'm not going through. And what's funny is that I forgot King Asara. Right after that, I'm like, am I missing something? I have, at some point, I'm like, yeah, I don't have a lot of key items. That's not normal. And I just look at the at my tracker. I'm like, oh, I never did King Asara. Whoops.
Your
And
teammates
thankfully,
definitely yelled about that.
Oh, for sure. No, and thankfully they had nothing required early. So that was a good a good play, if I can say, but not really. It's not good. Just me forgetting things.
Shumbavi with the great call out here. ADR is in the Temple of Fiends Revisited on the Lich floor right now and had lost 7 or 8 minutes to the baby. the baby having turned on the turbo mode, at which point he could no longer control anything. Carrie just zapped away Prophet of Retro's party. This is a problem.
Yeah, having 4 ribbons is very, very powerful. I got lucky with the 2 I found, because I was ready to run with only 2 ribbons.
Yeah, most of the time that's gonna be enough. But if you can get 4, might as well.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, ADR getting bounced by Lich there. Not a speed bump in Temple of Fiends Revisited.
I'm surprised
Prophet
ADR
of Retro.
went with the black belt.
I 100% agree with you, and I'm kind of amazed as well, but here we are. Prophet of Retro made it through that Carry 2 encounter and is now on to Kraken 2, and Kraken 2 had some words for you, if I recall correctly.
Likes the punch.
Yeah. Starting out kind against Prophet of Retro, though. I just saw like was a Fire 2 or something like that. So it's like, oh, whatever. Fizzle is currently riding the struggle bus, and I believe that the struggle bus is related to a certain locked room in Canaria Castle leading to Titans. Or no, has the loot, has not found the Lich floor or the Carry floor. Okay, so
Yeah, which are locked behind the in Canaria Castle, behind the locked door.
were they through the Titan tunnel?
Yep.
Oh. I thought Gaia was through, but not the rest. But I guess there's 2 entrances in Gaia.
It was Titan Tunnel into Gaia, and the bottom entrance was Lich and Carry 2.
Okay. Fizzle's just found a second Masa, so, I mean, at least he's got that going for him. But it was the super free one at Matoya.
Wasn't completely in vain, but not what he's looking for.
Okay. Lich 2 down on ADR's side. Let the screen commence. This is
This doesn't look good here. I'm rooting for him, but with no Lightcaster up, just unpromoted fighter and black belt, not looking good.
The Prophet of Retro, pardon, why are we here? the almost never seen Lich 2 empty floor?
Oh, maybe he wants to find some Gurmedusas, just to get some decent party grind.
Shimbabi pointing out, yeah, it's been a few weeks since we've had a long Topher, and with that, also, I could see people being potentially confused about the horizontal flip flag, but I don't believe that it can impact this floor.
No, it doesn't
Any floor in
impact.
Topher.
Yeah.
No, this is just a grind. It looks like.
That's fair.
Yeah, floor 3 grind is normally decent.
Yeah, we got to see that as part of the SG Live tournament on last week's Fall League flags.
It was pretty entertaining.
Yeah. Fizzle versus Magius, the hour and a half Topher
Oh,
after an
boy.
hour of seed.
That was insane.
Is Fizzle on the right path though? How do we get there?
Fizzle just walked away from the staircase that went to the right path, which was that locked door.
Yeah, this is why notes are important. That's for sure.
Yeah, unfortunately, the oofs are very big on this particular bit of being lost. We're going to check our... oh, we're not going to check our chests. We're going to think about checking our chests, and we're going to head back to entertaining Sarda. So, all right, Chanigan, here's a question that I think is worthwhile. How did you feel about all of those loops? The short loop
The
that we just
ordeals
saw.
into Mars Split and the other one that I forgot.
So
Was it Armor? Yeah, Armory into the other Mars Split. That was dumb.
so there's the Sarda entrances that were right next to each other going back to Temple of Fiends. There was ice to ice to
Oh yeah,
ice.
ice loop. Yes.
Yeah, just like the shortest possible loops that we could get in this flag set, we got.
I had one practice seed where the waterfall, there's 3 total staircase. 2 of them lead to each other. I'm like, well, this is a dead end.
Well, hey, let's be fair. It was also entertaining to see the 2 stairs next to each other.
Oh,
in
yes.
Waterfall tonight.
I think that's the first time I've seen this in ProgGen Waterfall.
All right, ADR taking out Lich 2 again, but oh man, were those some painful nukes. Also, this is such a sad fighter with the Black Mage hit point growth.
Yeah, this is why I didn't pick up the fighter. I thought about it just because of a legendary weapon, but the HP, I'm like, yeah, I better take a thief, get the tail somewhere, and just get some magic charges, get a Masa or a Katana or something.
Fizzle's on the path. He did it.
Prophet done with his grind, making his way.
It's so hard to want to grind in this flag set because of the 0.3 encounter rate.
Yeah, especially when you only find bad men in there too.
Yeah, that's why the black belt is not working. You get so little experience, and you don't have any trap tiles, and yeah, that's why I don't like using the black belt.
Yeah, I feel that the thief was very strong in this particular seed.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Fizzle has found the Lich floor. He's going. So the other thing that's worth noting in this particular flag set is because Save on Game Over is on, I would, if I'm going to grind, I'm just going to grind until I die and hope that I get like a couple party members down that aren't super important on the early side of that so that I can funnel the experience to melees. because you're going to die, you're going to have all your experience saved, and you're going to end up back in town. So I think that's an absolute win. I'm hopeful that our runners have a better experience this time around. We see Prophet of Retro on the bad side of that nuke on Lich 2. And also on the bad side of that stop, but both cured right away. And Lich 2 goes down. That was a very merciful, is it something like 25% chance to get out of the paralyze? Oof. And there is the possibility that Prophet of Retro has not picked up spells on the ninjas, as far as like useful spells, because when you found places to get spells versus, you know, it might not be top of mind to go do that. It's very confusing. Okay.
Yeah, did he not have life on the thief there?
Didn't seem like it.
Yeah. Also, I saw the stairs that you were talking about, the number of steps when he was going through near Kraken. So it's a good advice there on flip dungeons.
Okay, so ADR, all party members survived the nuke, but oh baby, 1 hit point Black Mage, 9 hit points on the Black Belt. We're burning Cure Force. Now we're going through heal pots to the rest. All right, Fizzle is now also in Topher at 116.40-ish. Let's go.
I just noticed, did the Black Mage started with fast?
Yes.
Oh, I thought I didn't have fast.
Yeah.
Well.
And we'll let you start over if you want to re-race it right now.
You've got all the notes.
Yeah.
Spoiler week, here we go.
Oh, this carry 2 is thick. 2 hits 17 out of that fighter, 3 hits for 53 out of the Black Belt. Black Belt is down. We're down to just the fighter. This is not looking great for ADR currently. But apparently we're through, so that's good. We got there. Prophet of Retro on the carry 2 floor. ADR squaring up to a Kraken. Has took the sucker punch opportunity and then got the retaliation.
Yeah, I'm surprised he didn't pick up any of the. I think we saw an Invis 2 staff, right? Or was just a single Invis?
The staff was Invis 2, the shirt was Invis.
Okay.
Now, I think ADR is a bit behind potentially on items. I mean, we see that ADR hasn't promoted, so there's going to be some spell deficiencies there. Fizzle blasting through Lich 2. Didn't look like there was a nuke that came out on that side. But yeah, I think ADR just hasn't found as many of the item magic tools, and because he hasn't promoted, he doesn't have all of those tools as well.
Which makes sense. He knew he was behind early on, so he was checking less chests, and once he was in go mode, I'm sure he was just like, I need to go as fast as possible.
Okay. Prophet of Retro has cleared carry 2, is on to Kraken floor. Fizzle has cleared carry 2, is on to Kraken floor. Meanwhile, ADR back to the loot plate room. Sans loot plate because of save on game over.
I mean, the good news is, right, he's still getting all the levels here while he's going through, right? Even though these wipes, it's going to get progressively easier and easier for him.
In theory, if you're taking the encounters, then yes. The other thing with ADR's party composition is there's no white casters, so no fade, no nuke, like all those amazing tools that the white mage came to the table with, just doesn't have them.
Right. And that white mage was loaded.
I think the black mage named Baby is swinging a Masa. And unfortunately ate the high roll nuke out of the party, so...
Yeah, I want to say it was about 2 points higher than his health, which feels bad.
Mm-hmm. But we have life, and a lot of heal potions. Fizzle is through Kraken 2, and is getting hit by the Naga water pack, and yeah, just get out of there, buddy. Prophet of Retro is still working on Kraken 2, but seems in control of this fight. I see why I was so confused by the shirt now. It's Invis +2. That's frustrating when you're in that position of like getting confused by the bonus on the shirt. Alright, Kraken 2 down for Prophet of Retro. Tiamat exists on Fizzle's screen. But 6 hits 500, that's a pretty good indication that that will not exist much longer.
And this is coming down to the wire, both on Tia 2 at the same time. And Kraken 2 on ADR side. It's just top two that advance, right? So next one to finish is on to the finals.
Well, I mean, we got to go through all the teams to figure that out. Because we still have 3 more games in this flag set. So yeah, we're gonna see. We're not just leaving this down to one representative per team.
Oh, okay. I didn't know it was okay.
No, we get to have this fun across the entire team.
Ah, that's good.
I can actually already hear Danny swearing about this.
Oh, she wants a piece of this action. I know that.
Okay, so we have Fast and Timber going out in Fizzle side against this Chaos. Getting that ninja beefed up. Meat Shield on the top doing some damage numbers. But 1139 from Ninja 2 doing good work here. 11 hits, or 1144 off of Ninja 2. Ninja 1 goes down. You did your job, buddy. You stood in the way. Temper's continuing to come out. We're getting black belt levels of damage. 1496 terminated. Lord Fizzlebeef's second place. 1 hour, 23 minutes, 43 seconds official time. That's a huge GG. We shall see if Fizzle wants in this booth. Prophet of Retro onto the Chaos floor has taken down Tiamat 2. There is a Badoop.
Oh,
it's a Danny. Oh, it's Fizzle as a Danny.
It's a Fizzle on Danny's hardware.
Aha.
Are you still traveling?
I am still traveling. I am currently 3,000 miles away from where I normally do these races. I'm very tired. I have driven a lot today.
Well, hello, Fizzle.
Hello.
Hello.
GG.
I could swear I checked both Gaia paths.
Well, the swearing part, I'm sure, was still true.
I couldn't even muster anything, like, creative. Just tired. Everything was great until I dropped that path, though.
Yeah, you and Chanigan were pretty much neck and neck for most of it, right up until that point. And then it was like, Fizzle's got the components, but not the orbs. Classic Gamer asking the important question, when can we expect you to deliberately take a white mage again?
The next time mixed spellbooks are on and black magic is bad and white magic has fade.
Yep. This was the ultimate white mage seed, and
Look, I'll go where the magic goes. The magic was there, so I went for it.
I tried without the white mage. Didn't go well.
The ultimate will Cleosis seed, right? I mean, just so you can pick only the white mage, be fine. Yeah, Masa, fade, everything.
It had, oh god, what did it have again? Fade, nuke, a life spell, I think, heal 3,
Exit.
fast at some point, exit was huge. Poor black mage, all they had was temper and warp that I relied on. There was a cure 4 that I never got around to cast.
Yeah.
Because I had because I had 4 sources of temper and a Maza, and it's just like, all right, we can just do this, I guess.
yeah, and it was nice to see that after all of the struggles that you got to a point where you found your bosses, and then it was just smooth sailing to the end of the seed. We've seen Prophet of Retro and ADR have some struggles going through this Topher, and both of them on Chaos right now. And Prophet of Retro looks to have the fight under control, question mark. As much as you can ever feel like you have your Chaos under control.
I'm seeing a lot of defensive magic going on. Did Chaos have something that I just didn't see?
I think this is the first time that either of them are fighting Chaos, and so, and after the difficulties that they've had getting past, in ADR's case, Lich 2 has been nuking him relentlessly. This is the first dive where Lich 2 didn't take out 2 to 3 characters. Carry 2 was not a kind follow-up on that either.
Wow. What a nuke for ADR.
Yeah. That's... The Bane misses. The 8 hit point fighter dream.
8 points in a dream. We've got this. And we got to get him close.
I mean, we always hope that it's close, and then there's a Lit 2 that did Lit 2 things, but enough Lit 2 things. Meanwhile, Prophet of Retro takes out Chaos, finishes with an official time of 1 hour, 28 minutes, and 7 seconds. GG's, Prophet of Retro.
GG indeed.
So, Fizzle, how much practice did you do coming into this week?
I did my Learn What No Overworld is seed over a month ago while this was in planning stage. I did my 2 tests of these flags over a month ago while it was in planning stage. And I've been at SGL for a week, so I didn't have time to practice.
I'm going to say you did real well for that level of practice.
Plus, you probably had Danny just bugging you in the background the entire time.
Danny's not feeling well. Part of why I had to step in today.
Oh,
too much fun last night?
Temperature thing, I think.
Well, I hope you feel better soon, Danny, if you are listening in on this. Because, yeah, nobody wants to be feeling ill.
Yeah,
I ain't got time
not
for
great.
that. Okay, ADR on the redive. Getting close to the Lich 2 floor again, and we're gonna see that particular piece of pain. So Fizzle, how entertained were you by the Agama floor double ribbon room?
I was already on the strats of just like open things until I'm happy, but then my exhaustion-addled brain forgot where I had been opening key items, so I was just like, whatever, I'll just full clear till I find the loot. And I was really happy to get 4 ribbons. I didn't even have 4 party members yet. It's just like, we'll just hang on to these for now. This will be good. Although I think that room I was just like, I could have swear I just opened one of these.
The ADR got past Lich 2, got ambushed by Grey Worms, who proceeded to all cast Dark. But then they swung on the second round. So, oof.
I was gonna say appropriately spooky, but
This is getting to the rough part because, man, the Topher has just not been kind to him at all. Yeah. Don't know if Prophet of Retro is going to jump in for an interview as well. Definitely welcome if you're listening in to jump in, Prophet of Retro. Looking forward to the rest of the week and your teammates getting to do these fun flags. How's everybody feeling so far?
I mean, I like them. even with my wandering around because I don't know how to entrances right, and I thought things that apparently were not based on reality. Even with that, like, I'm having a great time.
I don't know if Chanigan's around still. He's been muted.
Yep.
Oh, he's there.
Yep, I'm here. Still here. Sorry, I'm having a cold, so I sneeze a lot.
Well, feel better soon as well. How are you feeling for your team going into the week? I know
50-50. Me and Shumbabi have been practicing. I don't want to say a lot, but we had, like I said, 3-4 seeds together. Sharing notes, sharing thoughts. Luffy's being in at SGL, so other than one weekly with you, Saracen, I don't think Luffy has practiced that much. And Pickles has a few seeds here and there, but that's about it. But I think Nova World, we're pretty strong with Nova World. I don't know. That's just a feeling.
Well, you certainly started off right for your teams, guys. First and second there. So well done.
All right. Well, kind of wondering if maybe we should raid over to ADR to finish this out, as we're getting on to the 90-minute mark here. Well, a little past it. But I suppose that is up to our fabulous restreamer Dark Moon, who I believe is also watching Star Wars with his wife. So
I've got a good feeling about this attempt.
getting past Lich 2 and having all of your people because you were able to life up the Black Mage is a good start. But we have seen this carry 2 do carry 2 things.
So where is the SGL tournament?
Hamden, Virginia? Herndon.
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 I'm sad I wasn't able to make it next year.
Next year.
Yep, for sure.
I think I'm in next year too. Sounds like fun.
So the whole thing is based off of like donations into the SGL prize pool, right? So
Mhm.
I have this odd idea that maybe we should just get a bunch of people together who are all willing to donate to do like Archipelago FFR Time Spinner and just dominate the donations. See if we can beat out the Link to the Past Rando and SMZ3 Rando teams. I know those communities go in hard for it, but you know, I think that would be a real interesting time to go in there and, you know, show off all of our stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I know there was some Archipelago nights at SGL.
There was,
I think you Fizzle said it was just something having 15 people in the same room.
Oh, we didn't get. We wanted that, but no, we. It was me and Luffy and DVS and Dark Moon. Archipelago is way better when you can just turn your head and yell at people. It's fantastic. Do endorse.
Okay, so we do have that Invis 2 stick on the black belt.
That's not a bad place for it. The black belt doesn't really have the levels to handle that very well, like as far as the damage output part. But we have a fighter that's like doing reasonable things with Amasa, so making things happen. But I think as we're getting along here, we'll see how this dive goes. If this dive does not go well, I think we will go ahead and get a host over. I'm talking with Dark Moon in the private chats, sliding into DMs, and seeing about getting that host over if this does not go well. So as we're working our way towards that, let's quick go through final thoughts. Chanigan, what you got for us?
The usual GG's to sorry I couldn't mute it time. But yeah, GG's to Fizzles and Profit and ADR. Man, you got this, ADR. Yeah, thank you both, Not Young and Saracen, for commentating, Dark Moon for tracking, and it who was Ravioli, I think, and Softnone were tracking.
Yeah.
So yeah, thank you guys. Tracking this is is a mess. But yeah, and thanks RPG Limit Break as always for hosting us. And yeah, that's about it.
All right, Fizzle, final thoughts?
If at first you don't succeed, maps yo.
Yup.
I mean, just well said.
All right. Not Young Me, how you feel about final thoughts here?
Watching this, trying to commentate, it's fun, but man, just a lot going on. So it's certainly fun to watch. You know, premier racers like all four on stream and how they handle and tackle this. So learning experience on my end, but just fun to see them race at such a high level. And best of luck to their teams in the rest of the tournament. And looking forward to watching more. And pleasure joining you in the booth as well. Thanks for doing 90% of the commentating. You are one of the best.
I appreciate the kind words, sir. I came in on very short notice. Like literally finish up dishes real quick and it's 5 minutes to go live and I'm in the room. So I want to say thank you to all of our racers, Shanigan, Lord Fizzlebeef, Prophet of Retro, ADR. It's always a pleasure to commentate crazy races like this, and man, it's hard. It's an experience. It's a learning experience. We're all learning together, right? Thank you, Not Young Me, for being in the booth here. I think you did great. You know, I know I talked over you a few times. I'm sorry. It's just how I am sometimes. Working on it. Thank you to Ravioli and Softum for doing the tracking, keeping us honest. This is not easy to track. And thank you, Dark Moon, for doing the restream. RPG Limit Break for hosting us. I appreciate all of you in the crowd too. Y'all's fabulous. With that, you know, this has been game 1 of the semifinals of our Fall League tournament. We got 3 more this week, and then we go on to the relay race finals sometime in the future. We're not exactly sure when, because you got to schedule 8 people, and you don't know which 8 people. They all got to be there the same day. It's crazy. But anyway, with that, good luck, everybody. Looking forward to the rest of the races. And DM, take us away to ADR's stream.